Hello everyone, it's Chloe here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another makeup tutorial / review. Now I think this is the most requested makeup palette review I think I've ever gotten in my entire life. Obviously you guys already know, but today's video is going to be on the CREMATED palette by JEFFREE Star. I literally just got this in the mail. I don't actually like this palette. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I saw it, like he announced it, and I was like, this is not for me. I'm not a fan. But then I was thinking about the fact that most people didn't actually like this palette, and I thought I'd buy it and I'd do a review on it for you guys, show you guys if you want it, you can get it, and like show you my opinion, I guess. I'm still gonna try it out and give you my honest opinion. If I don't like this palette, I'm gonna tell you I don't like this palette. I'm gonna jump right into this. I already have my base on, so let me cut this intro short and I'll do some close-ups on this palette for you guys. But if you want to know my thoughts and review on the CREMATED palette by JEFFREE Star Cosmetics, just keep on watching.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
First things first, I want to apologize for the fact this video is so delayed, just because if you aren't in America, you probably won't know this, but international people had to wait like a month and a half for this. I'm sorry I didn't do a review as soon as it happened, but I'm glad I didn't, because some of the people that actually ordered from JEFFREE's website the day it actually launched haven't actually got theirs. I bought mine from Black Swallow. It is still in stock if you do want to check it out. I believe it's $95, and Black Swallow was the only Australian stockist that stocked it this time. I got up at 3 in the morning and got this for you guys. I'm going to review, but this is the outer packaging. I actually kind of like the outer packaging, but I don't like the actual palette packaging itself. In the video I thought he said it was a slide out. This one's a box, so I don't know what's happening there. I'm gonna just say it, I don't like makeup palettes with people's face on them. I think it's a bit cheesy. I don't really like it, and I just think he could have done a lot more with this palette rather than just sticking his face on it. The photo is gorgeous, it's stunning. I don't really like it, but anyways, but this is in comparison to Jawbreaker. When he did promote the palette, obviously coming out, he did say it was the difference between Jawbreaker and CREMATED. So basically Jawbreaker, if you haven't got it, it is bright as all shit. So he wanted a palette that was not bright and not colorful, which is this bad boy. When he released it, I did not like it at all. I'm currently vlogging this week, so you're probably going to see that later on, but I unboxed this in front of the camera. I did my first impression opening it. I said this in the vlog and I'll say it again. When you see a palette online, you're like, okay, sweet, I'm gonna like it, and then you get it in the mail and it's so much better than you expected when you open it and look at it. It's like, oh, it's so much better in person. When I opened this, I didn't get that feeling. I don't feel anything towards this palette, and I guess just because I like color. I was asking for everyone's opinion and everyone said that this palette would be not for people with color, obviously, because I love color. This is my ride or die palette. So I think if you didn't like color and you liked more cool tones, this would be good for you. But everyone thought it was going to be a gothic palette, and this to me is not a goth palette whatsoever. And I think a lot of people were a bit annoyed with that, because this to me is not gothic at all. It's literally the same shade of color in different formulas. This review tutorial, whatever you want to call it, is not going to be PG. It's going to be literally cutthroat. I'm going to tell you my honest thoughts on this goddamn thing, because that's what you guys deserve, and that's what I would want in a palette review anyway. But this is up close and personal of the actual palette. I don't like the names. I absolutely hate the names. I just am that person that doesn't like the names, because first of all, this came out I think a week after my grandmother died, so it was kind of like, oh, alright then. So I wasn't really feeling it like that, but I don't like the names at all, and I know some people love the names. I don't like the names one bit. I have no idea what look I'm gonna do, because it all looks the same. I'm not gonna lie to you, it all looks the same. I just kind of wish the packaging was different. Like, he should have done something like look at this. I don't understand. Like, he could have done something so dramatic with this, revolving around being cremated, and he just didn't. I'm gonna start the review now. That's my thoughts on this actual thing firsthand. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna like the shadows on my eyes, but looking at it, I'm not a fan of this. But we're gonna zoom you guys in, and I'm going to start on the eyes, and we'll see where this takes us. So like always, I'll do one eye on camera and one eye off. So to start off with this eye, I'm gonna use my P. Louise base like always. I always use the same P. Louise base for my reviews. I want to know if the palette is good, and I always use the P. Louise base for my makeup looks anyway. So if it doesn't look good with the P. Louise base, it won't look good with anything. And I'm just gonna blend this out while carving out my brow. I actually got my brows dyed the other day, like 3 days ago. I got them waxed and shaped and everything, so they're a bit crazy still, but if they look a bit crazy, it's just because that's why. Being done so many times, I'm going to do this really softly, because this part of my brow is still very very, very tender because I got it waxed. And I rarely get my eyebrows waxed. My brow bone is feeling it today. My base is on and I literally have no idea what I'm going to do. With my reviews, when I look at a palette, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. With this, I have literally no idea. I have literally no ideas. I don't know what to do, you know what I mean? This looks not going to turn out good, I can just tell. I have to film another video after this as well, so this is not going to turn out good. I'm going to grab a Morphe 433 brush, and now I have to pick up a colour. Now, I don't know what colour to use. I think I'm going to use Gravedigger. I hate saying these names, because I feel like with me or with anyone doing an Instagram or a YouTube or somewhere, you have to talk about the shade names. You kind of have to be picky and choosy with names, because sometimes when you say a name, it's very offensive to some people. So I just want to apologise for the fact that if I say a name or colour I'm using, and if it offends you, I'm so sorry. But for this review, I have to show you guys what I'm using. I know some people will get offended, and that's completely fine, but I just want to apologise firsthand if this does offend you. So I'm going to use Gravedigger, which is this shade up here, right here. So it's kind of like a dark brown grey. I don't know how to describe all these shades because they look the same. I don't know what to do. Okay, so I'm going to grab that on that brush. There is kickback, but again, there's always kickback. I don't really care about that. I'm going to tap off the excess. I'm going to use this mirror, so you're going to see Jeffree's face. And I'm going to put that in the crease. That's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe I shouldn't have put that colour straight in my crease though. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'm going to focus this on the outer corner. I have no idea what look I'm doing. I have like really mixed reviews. Like I really am not going to take anyone's shit today. I'm just going to tell you guys the real honest truth with this thing, because that's what you guys want. Ever since this was launched and I told you guys my opinion, you guys have been wanting this bloody review since I picked this up. So I'm going to move this into the inner corner, but very lightly. I'm just focusing this on the outer corner. I don't even know if I can use multiple shades in this, because like what the fudge do I do with this look? I don't even know anymore. Like I'm just so confused. Pigmentation is definitely there, you guys. Whoa, that's dark. You can definitely tell the pigmentation is there. So I feel like the pigmentation is always there with their product. So I'm going to grab a Morphe 456 and grab, I don't even know what shade. Jesus Christ. I'm going to grab Life Insurance. They look the same, which is here. I don't know what I'm doing. This is Life Insurance. I'm going to blend this out to my brow bone so I can get rid of the Gravedigger shade, the harsh line of it. So I'm going to grab Life Insurance on that brush. I don't know how to feel. And I'm going to slowly blend that to my brow bone and kind of blend that out. I feel like if you're really into dark shades, the first 2 rows are for you. But if you're also into really light shades, the bottom 2 rows are for you. I'm getting really mixed reviews on this palette and I'm not sure how to react. Like I feel like that's the goal of this palette, is you don't know how to react to it. And I feel like that's just how everyone's going to act, is like you have no idea how to react to it. But it's like I want to know how to react to it because I want to give you guys a full review on this goddamn thing. I don't know how to do that if I don't know how to react to it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to go back in with Gravedigger and just kind of bring back that pigment. I kind of lost blending that out. It's a pretty colour. I just wouldn't wear it because I don't like darks on me. I'm going to do a risky move and I'm going to grab black. I don't like doing. I hate black eyeshadow. But the black shade in this palette is called Hearse. I really don't like saying these names. This is Hearse up here. So I'm going to grab that on a Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush. This is the 37. I just feel weird saying these names. I'm going to grab a small amount of that because it's going to be really pigmented. I'm going to add that to the outer corner just to deepen this up even more because I'm doing a dark look, so I might as well make it friggin' dark, you know. So I'm gonna tap that in there. I don't know how to react to this, guys. I have to do a light color on the lid, right? Is that a cute look? I feel like I can make this look with a bunch of other palettes I already have. So I don't think this palette is really necessary in everyone's collection, but if you think you would use it, definitely get it because it is very pigmented. I just probably wouldn't use it as much. I'm gonna go back in with Gravedigger and kind of just blend the black shade together with this color I'm using. I'm gonna try and just blend this all together. I'm using Life Insurance again and using that on my brow bone. It kind of looks patchy, but is that because my skin is so irritated because of my brows or not? Wow, alright, okay. Do you see how patchy that is on the outer edge? If you can see that right in my brow bone. Is that because of my brows or is that because the eyeshadow is bad? I don't know. I guess I'll cut the crease now. I don't really know what I'm doing. You guys should know that by now. I'm going to use the white shade from P. Louise. This is the Rumor 01. I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand. Nothing new. I'm just going to cut my crease. So I'm just going to do that really quickly. I just don't know if I'm going to like it. end result of this look or not. That's the problem. Alright, I'm just gonna, I don't even know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna grab a little bit of Gravedigger and just kind of blend out the edge of that P. Louise base, just a little bit, just so it's not as harsh. And then for the lid, I think I have to use Diamond Ashes, which is right in the outer corner here, which is the white shimmery shade. So I'm gonna swatch it. That's actually really pretty though. Oh, that's pretty. That'd be good as a highlight. I might use that. But I'm gonna use that on my lid on a Morphe 124 brush. Oh, it's kind of thick. It's a different formula. I haven't even watched any of the reviews because I wanted my own opinion. So I'm gonna put that right on that P. Louise base. Oh, that's chunky. Oh, okay. I'm gonna use a white first. The white right next to it is called, oh my god, the white right next to Diamond Ashes called Death Blow. I'm going to use that first, so then I can just stick the glitter part on top, because you cannot use the glitter first. I can tell you that right now. You'll definitely just have to use the white and then put the glitter on top, because I think I might use the glitter glue just to make it a lot easier. I don't like this. This doesn't look good. Can you tell why I don't like doing these looks? Anyways, I'm going to grab some glitter glue because I feel like I need to do that with the glittery type of shades in this palette. This is just by NYX and nothing too special. I'm just going to use my finger and just put it where I just put the white. So it's basically just obviously a glitter glue. So it's going to make the chunky type of glitter stick to my lid. Whereas if I just use a brush, it ain't going to stick to it. So I'm going to use Diamond Ashes once again. This is very, very chunky. Please be warned. I'm going to just place that where I put that glue. Do you see that? Look how chunky that is. Oh my god. You really have to dig into this color to get the pigment, or like to even get the shade really on your brush. Oh my god, this is really chunky. It's pretty, but it's hella chunky and I don't really want that, you know what I mean? I use my finger. It's really pretty, but that's chunky as all shit. I don't think I'd want that on my eye though. That's the thing. I fix up this edge a little bit. That looks terrible. That's fun. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyebrow bone. I'm just gonna keep it going because I know I can't do much about it if it's bad. So I'm just gonna get a flat shader brush. This is the Jaclyn Hill brush by Morphe number 42. I just want to show you before I move on. Do you see the indent I just made in that color? Like that was like not even that much. I'm gonna grab Afterlife, which is this shade here for my eyebrow bone, my brow bone, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just going to put that on the Jaclyn Hill brush and just highlight my brow bone because it really needs it right now. Why is it so chunky? All of these colors are kind of chunky looking. Did I get a bad palette? That's what's happening so far. I don't like this. I kind of like it, but I don't. I can recreate this look with another palette. It's pretty simple to do. I just wouldn't probably want to use this palette. That's the thing. The end is so patchy. I don't know what's happening, guys. I'm gonna add a bit of eyeliner. Hopefully that does something. Probably not though. I just ruined the eyeliner. I don't like how this is turning out. Well, I don't like how it's turned out. This is what's happening. I'm not a fan because it looks like shit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the other eye off camera, and then I'm going to put some lashes on, and then I'm going to do the lower lash line on camera with you guys. Because I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I have to do something light. I don't know. I'm going to do the other eye off camera and hopefully it turns out good. I've got to clean these hands. The shadow is getting everywhere. I'm going to come back and we will talk about this a little bit more. Okay, everybody. I am now back with both eyes done. I did do my contour and bronzer off camera. I did want to bake under it while I put my lashes on, so I've done part of my face but nothing too dramatic. But these are both my eyes on. I feel like my eyes look smaller. I don't know if I like that. My lashes today are Halo by Supernova Lashes. I love this company, you guys know, but besides that everything's the same. I don't know how to react. The look itself is pretty good, but I could have done this with another palette. It's pretty simple, but I'm gonna move on to blush and highlighter now because that's all we have left. I'm gonna put some blush on while I talk to you guys about the palette. I think I'll use it, but not as much as I would use other palettes. Like I would use a lot more palettes that can create the same look. Like I might have to use a couple different palettes, but I could still create the same look with other palettes that I'd use more separately than anything else. I just forgot to do my lower lash line. Mother of God. Okay, let me do this first. But let's do my lower lash line before I forget again. I think I might use a completely different color because I don't want it to be as dark as this crease. So I think I might use the Morgue, which is this shade here. So it's brown. It's not as dark as Gravedigger is, which is what's in my crease. So we're going to use this shade and put it on my lower lash line, and hopefully it blends out pretty good. If not, I'll probably have to use the crease shade I used. Why does that look so dark? Also, there is a little bit of fallout, just saying, if anyone's actually wondering. There isn't actually a lot of fallout with the glitter shade, which is why I expected to be a lot more fallout than normal because it was so chunky. This isn't really going on my eyes properly. I don't like the lower lash line color. I just felt that it's not really showing up. I don't look good. This is the problem. I don't know what I'm doing. Look. Can you see that? This is definitely not a look I would ever do, but even if I did do it, I think I could do a lot better with a different palette. I'm gonna use some highlighter now. I'm gonna use JEFFREE Cosmetics. This is Glazed Donut. This is gonna make it really, really shiny considering there's a lot of silver in my lid. So I'm gonna cake this on just so it kind of matches the eyes. And I'm also going to add some to my nose and my bridge of my nose and also my cupid's bow, because why not? I'm basically done now. I'm just going to do a lip. I think I have to do a natural lip. I don't really want to do a dark lip because that's going to be way too much for me. I think I might use this actually. This is the Colourpop Villains lipstick in Ursula. This is a matte lipstick and it's like a dark purple. I think it'd be good. I know I just said I wouldn't do dark, but you know, who cares? Doesn't really match, but who cares? I'm now gonna go off camera, zoom you guys out and fix my hair and do earrings and all that stuff, and I'll be back to give you my final thoughts on this palette. Okay guys, so I'm now back. Let's talk about this bad boy, shall we? Overall, I think I like the look. I wouldn't wear it. I don't think I'd ever wear this look unless I really wanted to change my style up, which is very rare. It's very rare for me to change from like bright colors, natural colors to this. It's a big step for me because I'm so used to doing color and stuff, but I like the looks you can create with this. I don't like the palette. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't really see myself using this as much as people would want me to, I guess. I just don't think it's really my palette. If you're more of a cool tone type of person, this is your palette. But to me personally, I think all of the shades look very, very, very similar. And on the eye, in the crease, I've got about maximum 3 colors and they all look the same. So I think realistically, they all pretty much look the same. I didn't try any shimmer shades except that chunky glitter on my lid. So I don't really have a review on them, so I'm not going to talk about them. Obviously, I'm just going to talk about what I have used. The black is pigmented as all shit. I'm not saying the pigmentation is not there. It's definitely there. Like you can see on my lid. I didn't have to do much to my eyes to get it to this stage. However, it's about the actual palette itself and not the pigmentation. But for the actual look of this palette, I'm not necessarily sure I would want it. If I didn't buy it for a YouTube video, I don't think I'd buy it. If I was just buying it as a makeup lover, I wouldn't buy this. I bought it for you guys to obviously do a review on. If I was just a makeup consumer going into a store that sold this, if I saw this in person, I would not buy it. That's just my personal preference, but again, I did buy it for you guys, or for me as well, to do a review because I really wanted to see how I would like it. I'll have to try and keep using this just because I feel like I spent the money on it, so I kind of have to use it, or I'll just give it to a friend or something if I don't actually end up using it like later on. I just think that he could have done so much better with this. I like the concept, not necessarily the names or anything. I understand where he was coming from with like the ashy tones, the greys and everything like that, but if this is what he thinks a goth palette is, I'm sorry honey, this is not it. I don't know, I feel like all the goth people, all the people that really wanted like a dark, deep, grungy palette were very disappointed in this. If this is his gothic palette, I don't know what to expect anything else from him. I wanted like deep purples, deep reds, blacks, and like occasionally some whites, like not too much though. This to me is just browns basically. There's nothing really else to it besides browns. I'm looking at it in the mirror, by the way. It's more grays and browns, which I don't really lean more towards just because I don't really see myself wearing that. But overall, I wouldn't buy this. Straight up, I wouldn't buy this unless I was buying it for a review like I have. If I again would see it in person, I probably would never buy this. If you like the color scheme of this and you just want to know if it's pigmented or not, it's definitely pigmented. Like you can tell it's pigmented. A little bit iffy about that chunky glitter though, but besides that, I think it's pretty good. But if you're a bit iffy about the color scheme and you're kind of in the same similar boat as I am where you don't actually wear this type of stuff, I think you can easily get another palette that will give you this look or a look similar to this in other palette. You don't necessarily need to buy this and, you know, rack up $95 for this. Like, it's pretty bizarre that I paid $95 for this. At the end of the day, it's everyone's opinion. This is my opinion, so don't attack me. I'm obviously going to give you guys my honest opinion. The packaging, I don't like the packaging. It's very heavy and sturdy. It is the same size as the Jawbreaker one. I don't know if I showed you up against each other, but it is the same size. I just think him and his production team could have done so much better with this than just slapping on a picture of him. Like, he's one of the best people to do makeup packaging. I feel like he could have done something so much more than this. And like, at the end of the day, I know it's about the product, not the packaging, but packaging matters. At the end of the day, it is about the product, but I feel like packaging does have that little bit extra twist on it that you want to love about it. I'm still iffy about this. I'll definitely have to try it again if I like it or not. I definitely think if you have this, it's definitely a palette you have to continuously use to see if you'd like it. Like, I can't just judge this palette off the colors I use today, but I'm gonna keep this and try it out. But in the end, if I don't like it after a couple uses, I will probably give it to one of my friends if they want it. That is my review on the Cremated palette by Jeffree Star. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a whirlwind. I went in on this shit and I really wanted to go full ham on this just because I feel like it needed to be said. So I haven't seen any other reviews. I kind of just forgot about it because I had to wait a month to get the palette itself, so I kind of just didn't watch any reviews. So this is my review and my review fully. If you don't agree with me, it's completely fine. This is how I review the palette and this is how I'm going to do a video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is still in stock if you are in Australia. It is still in stock. I'll link it down below. Also, Black Swallow stocks the entire conspiracy range from Jeffree and Shane as well, so I'll link their website down below, and I'll link this and the Cremated palette down below as well. That's pretty much it, everybody. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up for me. If you're new here, please subscribe. I make 2 videos a week for us every Monday and Thursday. All my social media links and all the other links I've mentioned in this video will be linked down below like always. I'm going to spread love and stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye everyone.